Alright, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be going over the Sunday, July 18th MLB games. We got 18 of them so far. I think that's a season record, so I'm not going to spend too much time off the top. Just going to jump right into it. At the top, though, I do want to say like, subscribe, join the community, go down below, all that fun stuff. Let's kick things off with the Mets 7, Pirates 6. This game started with the Pirates scoring 6 runs in the bottom of the first, off 3 of them coming off what was an insane play that was a swing that was like essentially a bunt that was rolling fair and then rolled foul. And then, long story short, 3 runs were scored off a disastrous play where the Mets were just standing around. You have to go out, check that one out if you haven't. However, the Mets managed to avoid this embarrassment of being swept, being the first team to be swept by the Pirates this season. They itched and scratched and clawed their way back to within 1 run, and then in the top of the 9th, they scored 2 to be able to take a 1-run lead. Smith leading the way with 3 hits, 1 RBI for the Mets, and Taijuan Walker only lasts 1 inning or 1 out, 5 earned runs before being yanked. I guess the All-Star break didn't do him too well going to the All-Star game. Brubaker on the other side, 3.2, 4 earned runs, and 5 Ks. The Mets really needed this one. San Diego Padres, 10 Nationals, 4. This series, the Padres offense just totally came alive. Tatis Jr. leading the way in this one, 4 hits, 2 RBIs, and we have Manny with 3 hits, 2 RBIs. Bunch of players on the team, multi-hit night. Zimmerman back in the lineup for the Nationals, hits a 3-run bomb, his 10th home run of the season. And believe it or not, Padres, no home runs coming from their team. They just managed to generate all of these runs along the way. Snell goes 4 earned runs, 3 Ks. Snell is back in the lineup. He went 74 pitches. Corbin goes 5.16 earned run, 3 Ks in the loss. Moving along, I got the doubleheader. Blue Jays 5, Rangers 0. Blue Jays had a great doubleheader where they just completely shut out the Rangers of all runs in both games, and they put up a bunch of runs themselves. In this one, Danny Jansen led the way with his 5th home run of the season, and it was the bottom of the lineup that did it for the Blue Jays in this game. Ryu goes 7-0 earned runs, 4 Ks for his 9th win of the season. And honestly, a lot of talk in this game was Ryu, whether he can bounce back from his first half. He was struggling, how he acts on more days rest, etc. He had more days rest. He won a complete game. Allard on the other side goes 5.15 earned runs and 1 K in the loss. In this second game, the Blue Jays, they right where they started. They took off right from where they started before. They put up 6 runs in the bottom of the first with Gurriel Jr. leading the way with a grand slam, his 11th of the season. We also have Vladdy Guerrero back on the board for home runs. He's up to 31. Springer, he's starting to heat up a little bit. He found his rhythm in this game, getting 2 hits, his 6th of the season, and Grichuk hitting his 18th. So the long ball was live and well with the Blue Jays in this doubleheader. 5 innings pitched for Matz, 0 earned runs, and that's got to be a good sign for him. Coming out of the All-Star break another time, and then Fulte on the other side goes 1.2, and he is charged with all 10 of the earned runs, giving up 4 home runs in total. If we had a couple more innings, the Jays could potentially have been their 6th game of the season where they had 5 home runs or more, which would give them a big lead over second place in the league for that. Most teams have 3 at best. Tigers 7, Twins 0. Tigers completing the big sweep, so they're answering back after being swept by the Twins right before the All-Star break. Candelario leading the way with 2 hits, 3 RBIs. We also have Jonathan Scope hitting his 17th of the season. He had a nice 2-hit, 3 RBI night himself. Detroit, 3 runs in the 3rd, 2 runs in the 5th, and 2 in the 7th. They were really showcasing their speed over the weekend here and really handling the Twins. J.A. Happ goes 7 earned runs, 4 Ks. It's been a rough season for Happ. Who knows how his career is going to go down from here, but he's had a long, steady career. Maybe this is it winding down, and this is going to be how It ends. It's a rough season. 6.15 ERA. Willie Peralta 7-0 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 1.64 ERA. He's 3-1 now on the season. Now the Tigers, don't look now. They are 8 games away from 500, working their way back up. Brewers 8, Reds 0. The Brewers coming out, completing the sweep themselves. Reds offense completely shut out by Corbin Burns in this game. Milwaukee gets that first run in the first inning, adding 4 in the 5th and 1 in the 7th before adding even more in the 9th inning. Yelich, he's on the board, his 6th home run of the season, and Dames hits meaningless 16th home run in that 9th inning. But you can see here, Urias, Yelich, Adames, and the core part of the lineup all having multi-hit nights, with Adames having a 3-walk performance as well. Really good outing for him. Corbin Burns goes 8.10 earned runs, 12 Ks, showcasing that all-star game break that he was in. No issue at all. Sonny Gray goes 4.2, 5 earned runs and 6 Ks. This is pretty much probably locked up the division for the Brewers at this point. I know there's tons of games left, and they really could lose 15 in a row, but as long as they continue to play steady baseball, I think the Brewers have a good shot. They handled the teams they need to handle. Rays 7, Braves 5, and the Rays answering back after being down 3-0 and losing last night. They put up 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and then monster 7th inning where they put up 4 and take a 7-4 lead and don't have to look back after that. Jock Peterson for the Braves has been a good ad so far. He had 2 hit, 2 RBI nights, so that's back-to-back nights where he's putting up some good numbers for them. He has big shoes to fill with Acuna for sure. Wander Franco, his 3rd home run of the season. Diaz, his 5th, and Rich Hill going out 4 innings, pitched 3 earned runs, 4 Ks, while Drew Smiley goes 5.2, 3 earned runs and 6 Ks in the no decision. Continuing along here, Orioles winning the series against the Royals, so that's a big sign for the power rankings, completely shutting them out. And believe it or not, it's Matt Harvey on the mound for them, going 6-0 earned runs, 2 Ks, and his ERA is still 7.13, even after 6 innings of shutout baseball. Hernandez on the other side, 4, 2 earned runs, and 6 strikeouts. No home runs coming from this. It was just a generation of runs by the Orioles, putting up 2 in the 3rd, and then just 1, 5th, 6th, and 8th along the way. Urias leading the way with 2 hits, 2 RBIs. It's a big win for the Orioles. They're going to potentially now be moving up those power rankings for next week. White Sox 4, Astros 0, and the White Sox bounce back and win back-to-back games against the Astros after Friday night's game getting a little bit of a beatdown. This one was carried by Carlos Rondon. He goes 7-0 earned runs, giving up 1 hit and 10 strikeouts. Moncada hits his 6th home run of the season. Tim Anderson adding some insurance, hits his 8th of the season. That's coming in the 4th and 5th inning, giving the White Sox a 3-run lead halfway through and shutting out the Astros along the way. Big game for the White Sox. Moving along, we got Cardinals 10, Giants 1. This one was another one, close one, but the Giants not making up ground when they can. They have a 1-game lead on the division, and luckily for them, the Dodgers lost, or we'd be seeing a tie division right now. Cardinals got out to a 1-0 lead in that 3rd inning off the bat of DeJong, his 13th of the season, whereas the Giants answered back in the top of the 4th. Ruff hitting his 10th of the season, but then we go all the way to the 7th where the Cardinals managed to generate a run off the bat of Bader hitting his RBI, and LeBlanc goes 5, 1 earned run, 3 Ks, and Cueto goes 5, 1 earned run, 5 Ks. Both these guys get charged with no decision as we go late into the game with the Cardinals in the lead going into the 9th. They look to Alex Reyes to close his 22nd consecutive save to start his major league career. At least in saves. We all know he's a starter last year, but now, ever since he started saving, he hasn't blown one yet, and he just set the MLB record for most consecutive saves to start a career at 22. Phillies 7, Marlins 4. I'm not going to talk about the first game. These guys technically played an earlier game where they played the 10th inning only, which resulted in JT Realmuto doing a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 10th. I think it's the first time in MLB history at 1:20 in the afternoon we're having a 10th inning walk-off, but obviously not. Like, I guess maybe those are the earliest those games usually start, but pretty interesting on that. Phillies then come into the second game, and they actually play the full 9, which I was surprised to see because I feel like every chance they get, they try to play as little baseball as possible. But the Phillies get this one as well. They got out to a 2-0 lead before Zach Wheeler gives up 4 in the third inning, and there's a little bit of concern there. Most of it coming from Duvall's 2-run home run, his 20th of the season. Excuse me, sorry. His 20th of the season, but the Phillies do manage to put 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and 1 in the 8th, while their bullpen closes the door, which, wow. McCutchen, his 16th of the season, and Gregorius, his 8th of the season. Wheeler goes 6, 4 and runs 7 Ks in the win. Other than that one rough inning, he had a good outing, and Garrett goes 4.1, 2 earned runs, and 2 Ks in the loss. Moving along, we got Washington Nationals 8, Padres 7. This is the second game, I guess. What's going on here? I don't know. I thought they made up. I guess the shooting game was yesterday. So that other game was the first half, or the second half. They played the second half of the game, and so this is the second game. I totally got confused. I thought I knew the Nationals walked this one off, but then I saw the score. I got totally confused. Nationals up 4-0 early in this one, but the Padres answered back right away with 3 of their own. 1 in the 7th, and then took the lead in the 8th. But the Nationals would not go away, adding 3 in the 8th before the Padres tied it at the top of the 9th. But Washington walks it off with Alcides Escobar, a nice clutch hit in the 9th inning. He also hits his first home run of the season in the 8th inning, and Juan Soto also in the 8th inning. So when they're coming alive in the 8th inning, Soto also hitting one as well. He had a nice 3 hit, 2 RBI. Night Scherzer goes 7, 4 earned runs, 8 Ks in the no decision, and Musgrove goes 5, 4 earned runs, 3 Ks in his. And Menencon, we see him blow a save. I think his second of the season. Actually, they charged the blown save to Pagano. I guess they had a lead at that point. It was only a tie game when Menencon comes in. And yeah, moving along, we got the Rockies 6, Dodgers 5, and the Dodgers. Another one where they had a chance to put this one away, tie up the division. They were leading in the 9th. They allow the Rockies in that 9th inning to tie it up. Blackman then in the bottom of the 10th hits a nice solo shot, which ends up being the difference in this game as the Rockies walk off the Dodgers. Turner also hits his 16th, and Will Smith his 11th. That was very strange why that flickered like that. Will Smith his 11th. David Price goes 4, 1 earned run, 4 Ks. They're starting to stretch him out. He's now up to 66 pitches, and who knows, he might be a very good spot as the 5th in this rotation. John Gray keeps the Dodgers in line with 7, 2 earned runs, and 7 Ks, giving his team a good chance to get in there. Bullpen comes in, and that 8th gives up a couple runs, but they managed to salvage the game. Indians 4, Athletics 2. So this was the rubber match between these two teams that are neck and neck essentially for a wild card spot. Very important games for both these teams. Cleveland managed to keep this game close. It was 2-2 about halfway through, and they pulled it away in that 7th inning off Johnson's first home run of the season. A guy, I'm not even sure who he is, but Zimmer leading the way at the top of the lineup. 3 hits, 3 RBI night for him. Brown for Oakland in that 5th inning, which tied it 2-2 at the time, his 11th of the season. Bassett goes 7, 3 earned runs, 8 Ks. Bassett continues to be amazing for the A's. 10 and 3 on the season. Plesak, 5.3. 6 innings, 2 earned runs, 3 Ks in the win. Going along here, there's so many games and just ripping as fast as possible. Mariners 7, Angels 4. Mariners take the rubber match in this one, maintaining a decent rate at this wild card. They're only like 2 or 3 games back at this point. The Mariners have a good chance at this run. Good news for the Angels came out during the game that Mike's tweeting on there, Mike Trout, that he's on an airplane heading to Oakland, so it's a very good chance he's going to be there in the series that's going to be starting this week against Oakland. It's been a while since we've seen Trout in action. Ohtani hits his 34th home run of the season in this one. He had a 2-hit, 2 RBI night. And Torrens and France for the Mariners. Gilbert's now 5.1, 2 earned runs, 9 Ks. And I think the Mariners have now won 11 in a row or something like that when Gilbert is the starting pitcher. Something like that. On the other side, Sandoval, 7, 4 earned runs, and 9 Ks. He's been lights out for the Angels. Diamondbacks, 6, Cubs, 4. This could have been the game that put the dagger in the Cubs season. We're doing the National League playoff picture last night, kind of talking about how the Cubs are playing at that decision-making point, and this could very well be it. Losing here to the Diamondbacks after comeback yesterday, I might decide that it's time to finally sell. Diamondbacks were up 2-0, and the Cubs did tie it up in the 6th before the Diamondbacks put up 2 and 2 to take up the 6-2 lead, and that 9th inning wasn't enough. They only managed to put up 2 runs. Escobar hitting his 21st of the season. He's probably one of the higher people now on the trade deadline block. No home runs coming for the Cubs. Davies was 4.2, 2 earned runs and 3 Ks, whereas Morel Kelly 8, 4 earned runs and 6 Ks for a great inning for him. He's now 6-7 on the season. And at this rate, I think the Diamondbacks are quickly forgetting what that giant losing streak was all about. Last game of the night, Yankees 9, Red Sox 1. I know a lot of people, including myself, were talking about what it took for the Yankees to actually win a game against the Red Sox yesterday. Rain, calling the game early, all that fun stuff, delaying the start of the game. But in this game, they showed, hey, we can still put up some runs too. We don't have to do all this shitty stuff to win. And they really piled it on here. 1 run in the 2nd, 3rd, and 5th. 3-0 halfway through before the 7th inning rolled around, and they put up a nice 4 spot. Torres, solo home run in the 5th. Odor, 10th home run of the season, 2-run bomb. And Lemaire, his 1st of the season, the bottom of that lineup. Bunch of no-name guys due to the COVID list, and the Yankees follow it through for a nice win. Here, Taillon goes 5.10 earned runs, 3 Ks, whereas Martin Perez goes 4, 3 earned runs, 5 Ks. Not a bad outing, but nothing to write home about. Bullpen gets a little bit beat around for the Red Sox, but they're going to have to quickly readjust because they're moving on to the Blue Jays, who are hungry and want to make up some ground on the Red Sox as well. So that's it, boys and girls. 18 games in the books. If you made it this far, please don't forget to check out the 2 videos we made over the weekend breaking down the playoff picture for the National League and the American League. Otherwise, we will see you guys for the next video. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your day.